Welcome back, my dark means. Uh, Today is a very special thing right now. And just to let you know, I have no intro. That's the only intro you're gonna get, dark means. But today I wanted to talk about what is currently happening right now. As you can see, this I'm right now. There's Elden Ring in the background, but that does not mean I'm about to play like a Elden Ring, like an Elden Ring a playthrough. In fact, just let John be moving this around so that way it can help me concentrate because I get distracted easily every once in a while. And right now, the reason why I have this up is because right now I have some serious problems with the memory of my PC, so that's beside the point. Now, and just like you said, I'm not doing another repeating playthrough. This is just a background job for me. But I have to say is that I bet you've already heard. It's been days now. It's been like a few or three, two, or one, say 3 or 4 days now, probably since this has happened. But recently there has been some issues with YouTube. Not just issues, but also issues with the strikes that they have been giving the channels lately. Now, just let you know, this is from a perspective from a YouTuber that's content creator that's literally just still like below the radar, like still not doesn't have the subscribers right now. And I'm just gonna be doing my perspective because this is for anybody who is still trying to claw the way to the top, try to at least get some ground footing. And the reason why I made this video is that I wanted to like give my two thoughts, a sense on this. Now, if you haven't heard, Corey Kenshin has basically been hit by a age restriction or an age restriction on one of his videos. Now he came back to that, and then all of a sudden, and this is like 9 months later, and then all of a sudden he gets his video gets age restricted. Now before I continue on, just to let you know that there is some very, very heavy accusations here on one of them. So just to let you know, be prepared, and also I should probably do the warning here right now. Just to let you know, warning if you're not alright with the topics I'm about to say right now, and if you already know, then it's alright, then you know what's about to happen. But just to let you know, if you're not alright with me talking about these kind of topics, you may leave. I'm giving you time right now, like I usually do the warning. Just like head off, leave, and basically do what you want. But just to let you know, I will be talking about these things, and I will be talking about my 2 cents on this. So if you don't want to hear me talk about any of this, just head off, alright? Now, and just let you know, I actually watched two videos here. Is that I watched Jacksepticeye's version, and then I watched Corey Kenshin's version. Both of these have some valid points in here, so I'm going to be putting them in the links down below. And just let you know, I watched Jacksepticeye's version before Corey's Kenshin's, so just to let you know on that one as well. But please go look both of them up. I will leave the links down below for those videos so you can see them for yourself. But I do highly recommend you watch Corey's first and then go watch Jacksepticeye's. It's a little bit more informative that way. But here's the thing. Is that basically Corey Kitchen has basically said that he's had enough. Now, I'm trying to remember from memory because I've watched the videos like a few days back ago when basically a day after Corey basically put it up. But he made this video and he says that basically his video says that basically YouTube has some problems and basically it has some three problems that he described. Either they're basically favoritism, racism, or one of the three. And like I said, this is some heavy accusation on the second one that I just said. And basically, the way it's happening, I do not blame Corey for thinking this way because he has been hit this many times. And if you look at the platform, it's basically a lot of people that are not color, that don't have different colored races here. But that's just basically the things that you've seen. I have no idea because most of my homepage is filled with mostly like clips and animation. There's like no thumbnail with the people with different people on it, right? Sometimes, but even still, the fact that Corey's accusing them, you would think that he's just doing this for a cloud. He's just not. He's just ranting. He just doing this, and he just thinks like that. No, he does have evidence. And in Jacksepticeye's video, he does say that he does. then he basically doesn't. What does he say? He's trying to say. He says he does not. I think he says he doesn't blame Corey, or basically or something. I don't remember. Says for thinking like this, because he has been hit by Corey's been hit by these age restrictions a lot, and basically it's not that hard to think that he would think that race was involved in here. Hopefully my video doesn't get age restriction over here, but yeah. But I think being a small content creator way help. But I'm trying to basically describe this, like Jacksepticeye say, he doesn't as blame him or something. I can't remember what he exactly said for thinking like this because he has been hit like this. I think it just so happens that his videos are being hit. But he does have but Jack does say that he does have receipts to prove that this is the accusations are here. Corey's not making this video and then just saying, "Oh yeah, this is what happened. Yeah, I think this is what happened. I know definitely." No, he does have some evidence to support the claims that he just made in that video. And like I said, I will leave the links down below for you to watch those two videos. But all I know is that he has evidence, and the evidence is pretty heavy here, and makes you think, man, is YouTube really like this? And is YouTube really like this? Which, like I said, I do not blame Corey from seeing it because I have watched other videos, but these are the two main videos that I think you should watch on my personal account. There's so many people making videos these days that you can just look it up, and there's going to be a lot of their own perspectives. But these two, I think you should watch. Personally, I think you should watch. And then after that, you can go and basically look up other videos on your own time. But back to the topic at hand is that basically Corey says that every time he has a hiatus, because he does have a hiatus sometimes. Like right now, the last time he just did a 9-month thing, and then he came back, and then his videos exploded. I mean, they were exploding. Like basically, he was getting viewers. I think he was getting some new subscribers. His videos were just getting more higher and higher. But then all of a sudden, a video that he made 9 months ago gets age restricted, and then all the revenue from the current video, from all the revenue of his current video, I think it was current video, gets stops. Because once you get age restricted, it kind of starts taking away from your channel. Because of course, why would they basically help the video up if it's age restricted? Because of course, some things. Now there are systems in place that I do think are appropriate, but unfortunately it's just not good enough here because they're just running rampant. But back to the topic at hand, and all of a sudden his videos get age restricted, and then he basically could not let it go anymore, so he decided to make the video. And he does have evidence to prove that every time he does this, every time he goes trending, his videos get age restricted. And like I said, this is where the whole race thing comes into the picture. Now, it just so happens to be Corey, so I don't know if there's race involved. Just to let you know, I don't know if race is involved. I do know favoritism is involved, but I don't know on the race part. It just so happens that Corey basically is getting hit here. So maybe there is race involved because the policy team is made up of humans. I don't know. Just to let you know, I'm on the fence here that YouTube are making something on race here. But I do know there are favoritisms because I have seen other videos from the past that have videos from the past from other YouTubers who have said, yeah, favoritism involved here. Basically, there's like too many people getting favoritism. I mean, there's like a lot of people who have done stupid stuff and are still up there because one, they're trendy. Two, they provide the clicks, and three, they provide the content that people will come flock to because YouTube knows that this person is going to do some stuff, even if it's bad. Now, trust me, there are some bad videos on the YouTube that are still up. I'm not sure. They are still up to this day. So, for all I know, they may have been taken down, but to this day, there are still videos that are bad to the platform. And now, when I mean bad, I don't mean like creepy bad. I mean like creepy, because there are videos out that are creepy that are on the platform, but those are actually just there. They're just creepy. And they're just creepy, they're there. They're basically the back end of the YouTube thing. It's just creepy. Well, the videos I'm talking about is bad, like how people put up some animal stuff, some people, real life people having to deal with some real life problems, and other stuff that are actually basically real life problems that are should be recognized as flagged by YouTube, but they are not. I mean, I'm amazed how these videos have lasted for so long. But of course, if you look between the lines, because I have come up with my own theories, that's because, and somebody else has come up with their own theories as well. I got this idea from them. I don't remember who did it. It's been like years now. Been like a few years now. But that because since these videos are getting people to click on the videos and to look them up and to basically see the video, it's providing YouTube with a amount of clout here to provide them with some traffic, which is unfortunate because these are very bad videos. These are real life video problems of videos happening, and it's just bad. There are little videos that look like they're made by actual people who don't care. So yeah, it's sad to think. And yeah, that's me and the Suspect series theories that basically YouTube's not doing anything because they know these videos will provide the traffic. Oh, sorry. Oh, my character woke up. Sorry, my controller fell on my chair. I'm gonna put him back in the rest position. Hold on. Back? No. We're not doing anything right now. Oop. And yeah, sorry about the distraction, but yeah, it's just that's the kind of thing. And now, sorry for going on that little tangent, but it's hard to think that YouTube is like allowing this to happen. Now we hit and get Corey is getting flagged. I mean, getting hit by age restriction because for some reason, I don't know the reason. I don't know why. Like I said, he says race is involved, and possibly race is involved on this one. But I also think favoritism is involved because I think YouTube's already decided that we should not allow other people to get big because we want to keep these other people at the top. Now, I don't know the race, but like I said, what happened to Corey and what he explains here in his video really does provide evidence that potentially race may be involved. But of course, I think it's favoritism. A lot of us think it's favoritism, but even still, it just so happened to happen to Corey, and even still, it's kind of hard not to think that way, that race is involved. Now, in Jacksepticeye, he also has some problems because every time some of these, now, he says that he's been in a privilege. He says he basically is doing some points here, and he says he was basically he's kind of doing he's going from the person of white privilege because you know his color and everything. He's just doing that to make a video. He's not doing this as a menace thing. He's not doing this menacingly. He's doing this as an example. So basically, he thinks he's in the state of a person that's in the privilege of that area, and basically he hasn't been having that much videos. And he also shows the topic of that it's bad and it's kind of stressful to put up this video because he just wants to make content to basically make content for fun. He doesn't want to like try to jump through hoops just to get into the meta, which unfortunately the meta is thumbnails, which I basically look at my videos, I don't do jack of thumbnails. I just put them up with what the video game is showing, which more likely you're gonna see my character just sleeping in front of the thumbnail. That's probably mainly gonna be what's gonna happen. But yeah, it's just he goes, and then his girl Gabby basically does the exact same videos, and then all of a sudden her videos get like age restricted, and then Jax doesn't. I mean, after a few days, I think it happens, but he says that it just happens too often. That why is his girl Gabby getting hit with age restriction when he's doing the exact same videos as well? It's just some favoritism is involved here, and like I said, he also does the race thing as well. But like I said, favoritism, race, either way, it's just not really fair. And basically, all these YouTubers that I've looked at right now say that basically right now, if you're gonna age restrict one video, you need to do it for every other video as well, across the board. Now, please don't say that, oh, this is impossible to do that. If it was impossible, they would not have put the bots up and running. If it was impossible, then they wouldn't be letting these bots do roughshod. No, they can do it. They can implement a system to where if they need a few hours or something to start putting up age restriction everywhere. I mean, I think it would get around eventually that oh, it's doing for everybody. Like it just takes the time because, like I said, it's a big company. YouTube is. It's a big company, but I think they need to implement a system where it starts flagging videos doing the same thing, like the mortuary system. There's a certain scene about someone uh, doing self harm, and Corey's video got age restricted for showing that scene. And he has evidence, and he does look up different YouTubers here. Now, of course, Jack's. Well, I think Jack's video got. I think Jack's video got also did the same thing, and then his got age restricted. I don't really know, but Corey has investigated all these other YouTubers, and for some reason they are not age restricted. No, as I said, by the time of this video, it may have changed, but from the video where he posted up, like so many people. Now this is gonna be a long video, so just to let you know, I don't know how long it's gonna be. Hopefully 30 minutes. And unfortunately he does have evidence, and he's basically there's no way. How is this possible? Why is it that I'm getting age restricted, and everyone else isn't? Because he showed the exact same thing, and he actually talked to his YouTube rep, and just let you know, even YouTube people don't even know what the heck got demonetized for that you got age restricted for. They don't even know. They just have to theorize here. They literally don't let us know anything. These content creators know. No, like I said, I'm a small creator, so I haven't suffered this issue yet. But if I do, it's gonna be a big problem for me. Trust me. But even still, even they don't know. They don't tell anybody because I guess they don't want people to try to do another version and then actually managed to get, like, for example, they make a video of that, but then they remove that scene, and then oh no, and then they got away, and that means they got away with making the video because there's some people who would try to game the system. But even still, we deserve to basically know what we got, so that way we can edit that video out. I mean, if I remember, I think YouTube does have a editing thing, so you can take out parts of the scene. Because I remember when I played Undertale, I had to fight against Asgore, the final boss, and that entire battle was claimed because it had a song. So it's unfortunate I had to basically deal with that. But if they have this, which I had to cut that out. But if they have a system like this here, why don't they literally let us know so we could just cut that out there? It's a simple thing. Instead, they just rather age restrict because at this point, I'm starting to think they're lazy over YouTube because because here's the point where I think they're also lazy, and because Corey does a thing where he goes to Marketplace and his video isn't got age restricted, all right, and basically, and then he goes to YouTube and he uses that as evidence against them and say, hey, he's doing the same thing. Why is my video getting flagged? And then all of a sudden they come in and say, oh yeah, okay, don't worry, we're basically restricting your video. Because he showed the evidence of Markiplier. Now, of course, everyone doesn't want to use Markiplier as an example. They don't want to bring him in here for this because, of course, they don't want to bring him in here because he has no footing here. He has like no reason to be here. But of course makes it an obvious thing. No, don't mind the noise in the back there. Sorry. Now, because he has no footing here and he doesn't want to bring him here, but he's like the perfect example for this. But I think if Mark hears about that, because I think Mark has heard about it, which I will get to in the end of the video, next to the end of the video, is that basically, since he's like one of the big YouTubers up there, he actually has some thing. We don't know if it's because he's on YouTube's favoritism or because he's on YouTube's video thing. I forgot what it's called, YouTube Originals. But either way, YouTube Originals. But either way, Mark has some pull on making basically on YouTube saying, oh yeah, don't worry, he can do whatever he wants on that. So hopefully Mark has made a video on this. I haven't seen it. If he has, dang it! Sorry about that. I forgot that I have a controller here. Alright, back to sitting. Sorry for disrupting the issue. Okay, okay. But yeah, and it's just a sad thing. But either way, sorry about that. It would be easy on my computer, but you know my PC problems. But either way, it's just and sorry for the fans. I'm moving the other way. But yeah, and he has evidence, and basically all of a sudden they unrestrict his video because they showed Markiplier's video as evidence, and then yeah, he got upset because why, and because he expected them to basically do the same thing on Mark, but instead no, they decided to just unrestrict his video. Oh my gosh. And then he goes on another thing, and he also has more evidence, show the how YouTube is basically kind of has race involved, and the YouTube policy has some some people who are, a little bit like that. And it's just a very terrifying thing to think that they may have some biases there. But even still, I think it's just so happened that Corey just happened to have videos on there. I think favoritism is involved. I think they just want to make sure that he doesn't get too big, and then all of a sudden they don't want to lose they don't want to start tracking them because they already have their favorite people, and which is a very sad thing because he also says that YouTube has already chosen their people and they don't want anyone else to get to that point. Which, if it's true, then that is a serious issue for all of us content creators, even people who are very small. Because I'm gonna let you know, I currently have 50 subscribers. I had to claw. I'm still clawing my way up right now to try to get to 50. I'm almost at 6 years being on the platform, and I've been literally, and it took me this long to get at least 50 subscribers, which I'm glad for. I'm happy. Now, just to let you know, by the making of this video, it may have gone down, it may have gone up, I don't know, but either way, I've literally I've managed to claw my way to get up to this many subscribers, and I'm happy for that. The problem is, what happens when I get too big and then YouTube decides, we need to put him down. We can't have them keep getting any more subscribers. We can't have this video keep, because we need to find something. Because if you see my channel, I have a lot of stuff that's not really YouTube friendly. I mean, I have visual novels on there that literally has them. Heck, I even have Shadow of Mordor, which literally has your characters, literally has one of the characters literally having something against having a character chopping something off of somebody's body. All right. So I'm worried that when YouTube does decide to use because if all of a sudden my videos get popular, and then like months or years down the line they decide, we're going to have to put you down because you have videos like this, which age restrict me for any reason, which makes me worried that might happen, which would make a damper on me, and which makes me think that why am I even making a video? Because like I said, I'm one of the people that are trying to claw their way up there. And I'm going from the perspective of a person that literally is like that. I've been going at this for 5 years now. I'm almost about to be 6. And I have literally just managed to get to this point. I want to make this to the career. But the fact of the matter how this is happening makes it really scary that if I want to make this career, I would have to jump through hoops to make sure my channel does not get to that point and get age restricted. Because if it does get age restricted, it is going to be a very bad time for me. It's going to be demoralizing, especially since I have been literally trying my best to get here. It is literally going to be sad for me. And also Jack's video, he also says that it's very disheartening, and it makes him feel like, why do I want to make a video anymore? I want to make a video to basically for myself to be happy. It's a release for me to make a video, to put it up for people to watch. But even he's thinking that what's the point of making a video if this is just going to keep happening every time? I mean, even his videos get age restricted sometimes. Not all times, but sometimes. I think a little bit more than Mark, but still. I mean, even Markiplier had a copyright strike at one point because he made a video saying that, I think it was Moist Criticals, I think, made a video. Basically, his video got age restricted because he watched a clip, clip that had some, let's say, some people facing off against each other, and then all of a sudden his got age restricted. But when Markiplier came in, hey YouTube, why is his getting age restricted? I watched the same video like years back, and I'm still here. Why am I here? Why is my video getting here? All of a sudden, he gets a strike on his channel, his first strike, and he calls it petty. And that was like years back. This is before I had Elgato, just to let you know. But even still, the fact that they did that, now he doesn't say this, he just says it's petty, but to me it just means that they're just butt kissing Markiplier because he's a big YouTuber. That's what they're doing. They're doing this because they know that, oh, if we, oh, he's saying this, so we gotta do this to him as well. So that way they people believe that, yeah, we're doing this for everybody. We're doing this for everybody. And that's not how that works. You can't fool us. We know what you're doing. We know what you're doing, YouTube. And whoever's running the policy and anything. You know, the YouTubers, they're the fantastic people. I heard good things about the YouTubers. They're fantastic people. But unfortunately, they have to fight as well to get these things up and running. But even still, these things happen. I don't know. And they, even though they have systems in place that I understand some of these systems, it's just not working. And what seems sad about that, that someone's kind of gets scared that what happens if I get hit? I'm a small content creator that just has 50 subscribers. Now, some of these YouTubers say, oh, there's 20,000 small, and there's other people, but they don't really mention the people down below. Like, what happens if you're just starting out? Which is what I'm saying, making this video for. I'm the people that they're still down below, like way down below, like people who are still trying to make this into a career, trying to claw their way up, try to at least get some subscribers, like way down under the triple digits, like, or even then, somewhere under the thousands, I guess, all the way down to basically the beginning. Like I said, I've been at this for 5 years, and just like before you say, oh, you don't have any evidence or anything, you shouldn't be talking about this. No, I do have a right to talk about this because I'm a content creator who's been doing this, and I'm still trying, and I managed to get to these many subscribers, and I want to keep climbing to get to that point because I want to make this into a career. But it's going to be hard and demoralizing to see the fact that I have to deal with all these hoops. It is demoralizing, and I don't want to feel that way. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on that part. But also, Jack says in his video that, yeah, it just so happens that Corey hasn't, and he has to deal with these issues as well. And he talks about his feelings and how the issues. So yeah, I only talked about a little bit of Jack's because it mostly talks about his issues and how he has to deal with Gabby when Gabby has to do, and he has to deal with the problems when Gabby has problems because they had to talk to the YouTube rep, and it's just a bunch of hoops they have to go through just to get the video age restricted. And now let's get back to Corey's video, because he says that, yeah, and Corey expected them to do the same thing for him, but no, they just under age restricted video. And then after that, when he made the video of another, I think, talk about that, I don't know if it's this video or something, but then they age restricted his video because I guess YouTube was fighting, oh no, we can't let people think that we're like this, and decided to age restrict the video again. Basically, because they think, oh well, don't worry, it's all right. We're doing this. It's fair. No, I'm thinking that Corey's not gonna make the video, but of course he's gonna make a video on this. Heck, anyone will make a video on this if something like this happens to them. And now he talks about other things which I will leave for the video. But of course, favoritism or race may be involved, or some of the two, which I think is probably both. Which I think is more favoritism than race, but still, I really don't have evidence to say that. Maybe I'm just thinking that, in my head, I'm just thinking that way because Corey just happens, because his videos gets hit, and yet for some reason it's him and nobody else. I mean, he has evidence that maybe that a lot of other DJs are doing the same thing he does, and yet he is getting hit here. Now, of course, from making this video, when he made that video, I think this features that Jack said, the guy, and there is writing there. Jack said it does have gives his age restriction, I think. But even still, the fact that there's still so many YouTubers out there doing the same thing as him, for some reason, he's getting age restricted. For some reason. No, like I said, the evidence here is pretty accusing, but even still, it's hard not to believe that way, to see this evidence and saying, gosh, is YouTube really like this? Because it's happening to him way too often. Now, of course, like I say, it's probably favoritism. It's probably because YouTube say, no, we can't have him grow too big, or else he would just overtake the other YouTubers because we already chosen these people. But even still, the fact that his views are getting age restricted more than anyone else is pretty dang severe and pretty dang sus here. And it's just the fact that that is happening is just saddening. Now, of course, like I said, Jack made the video, which I hope you go watch it. I did put some snippets of Jack's as I did talk about snippets of what Jack talked about, and I do recommend you watch that video after you watch Corey's, because haven't gone full into the Jack episode because it's mostly talking about his problems, and I do want you to look at his video and see what he has to deal with. But I'm talking about what's Corey doing, and I wanted to make awareness. No, I wanted to make this in a WTF news video, but I did say no. I'm making this his own video. This is gonna be his own video, and I'm gonna help try to spread the word in any way I can. And basically, the way that this is happening, it's just the only way to get even anything done is that if unless you have a following and start raising heck on Twitter and on YouTube, you're not going to do anything. And for people that don't have the support or the backing of anybody, heck, even with a few subscribers, it won't be able to raise heck as much. So us down below here who are still trying to claw the way, we're going to have to deal with this if anytime you decide, you know what, this small creator, we need to do something about this. Like, because if they decide to, go after a small creator, even the creators who are just barely at 1,000 or even below are in danger. Anyone above that may have a chance, but even still, it's just bad. And now some people are saying, oh, 20,000, that's a small channel. But you have to remember, but some of these creators don't realize that there are still channels below the 20,000 mark that needs support and needs some basically some morale boost right now. Because right now, once they see this, it's kind of going to be demoralizing for those people. Because what's the point of making content if I'm just going to have to deal with this later on? I mean, we had to deal with so much problems with the YouTube systems here. Ever since, the whole shebang with what happened with the anime, where corporates were like going after any person that was doing anime on the channels, it was just getting out of control. And there's like lists of people, top 10 lists of people who lost their channels during that time. It was just hectic until YouTube decided, until people started raising heck about it. There was and it was just not, and that was just not about anime. It's just everybody's getting hit. Right now, people are getting hit a bunch of times right now. Now, I don't know if just the gaming community, but I think there's other communities have also getting hit as well. I don't really know. Please let me know down in the comments. But even still, the fact that this is happening is really demoralizing. And the fact it's happening to Corey really puts in perspective how much problems we have in the system. YouTube has a problem that needs to be fixed. They need to fix the problems here, but they need to tell us the problems so they don't age restrict the video outright. It's easy to just let us know. Let us know what is happening. They even blur out the titles and thumbnails, but even still, let us know so we can cut the part of the video out so we don't lose the amount of potential revenue that comes to this. Some must actually do this as a job because this is how we meant to make a living. Let us know what the problems in the videos are. I don't care what it is. There is a system on YouTube that does checks on the video. Why is there not a check to notify us if there's something bad in that video? Why does it have to be after the checks are done and they said, oh yeah, the video is fine, don't worry. And then we have to deal with this afterwards. There needs to be a way. YouTube, there is that checking part in the system to let us know. This is for copyright claims. Why can't you put this system in there to let us know? So that way we can take the video off, get and edit it, and then post it up to do some checks here. Why can't you do it then and not after? And I know this is probably going to go off the 30-minute mark, but even still, it's still such a sad thing that this happened. I mean, I usually take long to do rants here, but even still, I try not to make that long video because but even still, I can't help it. YouTube literally has some serious problems that YouTube needs to deal with this, because if this keeps up, it's only a matter of time before something else happens. Like what happens for other YouTubers and content creators. Right now, I wish there was another platform that's fair to content creators to go to and put videos up there without having to deal with all these issues. I mean, there was one But unfortunately, they let their platform get filled up with way too many people, which I think they should have started off slowly and then started off like, do a test run and then go up. I don't remember what it was, but it was some sort of bot thing icon. But that one got taken down because it was struggling too much because so many content were just going onto the platform at once. They should have just got some other YouTubers, just a small group of YouTubers, and go over there for content, and then that may have helped them. But instead, they let everybody go onto the platform, and it was just a struggle for them. It's unfortunate because that one was a place that it was going to start. It was a place that I was potentially going to do something else on there, to post my videos on there as well before I started YouTubing. But now with that gone, it's going to be, and we don't even know if anyone else is going to even do a platform because after this, they think, oh, it's just too much of a pain. This people started, but it's too much of a pain now. But no, we need somebody. If anybody out there sees this video and thinks that they can make a platform, please test it out first with a small group and then decide it is time to go big. Just at this point, there needs to be another platform that needs to put a flame up on the butts of YouTube to do something, because at this point, all of us are just getting exhausted. I mean, I get off work every day, try to make a video if I'm able to, and if I have to deal with this, I might as well not even bother. And yeah, I have nothing else to say. Everything left is on Corey's video. Everything left is on Jack's video. I just wanted to make this video to help spread the word of Corey and also put in my 2 cents as well of what's happening. And there's also so many other YouTubers who have made videos on this that I really hope you guys go check them out. Also, there's something happening right now that Mark started, I think he started, I don't know if he did, about calling it the Try Not to Get Age Restricted Challenge, which I'm more than likely going to be making a video just me talking about some stuff to try to get age restricted. Now, this is probably Mark's plan to try to get awareness in and try to see how long his video gets before he gets age restricted. Now, when I saw this, it was on the same day I got off work. It was 6 hours later. I don't know, 6 hours later. I don't know if it got age restricted during the first 6 hours, so let me know down in the comments if it got age restricted. But if it did, alright. But if it didn't, and it's because right now it is still up. I even checked that out like a day after, and it was still up there. If it's still not age restricted by the time I watch this video, finish posting up this video, yeah, we both know that YouTube has some favoritism here. And right now, a lot of people are actually starting up their own Try Not to Get Age Restricted challenge. And if they do get age restricted, then and before Mark, it's gonna be we basically know what's gonna happen. Hopefully, but I don't know if this is part of his plan to literally let people know. I don't know. He's probably doing this for fun. But even still, if it isn't, Mark is onto something. But if it isn't, then it's just a random video. Either way, go watch Corey's video, go watch Jack's, and go watch everyone else's who have made a video like this. This is what I have to say here. This is my 2 cents. Sorry it's a long one, but even still, this needs to be said. Hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you enjoyed it. Like the video. Actually, no, never mind. Just, no. I'm not going to say it for you. No, like the video because it'll help spread the word. Comment down below what you think. Subscribe. Subscribe to join my dark army. No, subscribe to the channel. I'm not even going to do my whole shtick here because this just doesn't deserve it. Share the video to help spread the word. And also press the black bell to be notified whenever I post up anything. Kind of like this or just a random video that I play on my channel. And like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Actually, I hope you don't enjoy it because it's just bad. But do help spread the word down and spread the word of any other content creator that's having to deal with this. And for right now, my dark means... Actually, no, I'm not going to do the whole shtick. I just ended the video. So long. I don't know how to end this video. But I have my 2 cents, and that's about it. Until next time, that's about it.